Sorry.
I was waiting for
I
you.
will write an email right after to reschedule. I'm so sorry for that. I
It's all
reminded
right.
you
It's all
and
right.
I didn't answer.
It's all right. All right. So,
Yeah, it says live on the screen and connected to third party.
oh, let me see something. Let me see. It says live.
Yeah, it says live on the screen.
Okay. Let me see how to mute because I'm hearing myself both places. Can you guys? Lord. Y'all, I apologize for all this, okay? This confusion.
Hey, you're teaching us a whole bunch of stuff. It's okay.
Let me see.
That's karma from last night.
How do I mute this? Do you guys? Oh, let me.
Last night.
Let's see. Oh, let me close this. How do I mute this? Do you guys? Oh, let me. Got you now. Okay. Can you also hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe it's gonna. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, give me a second. Let me close this out because it ain't working.
Next time, you
I don't
almost
know.
got there.
Yeah, next time. Let me see. Let me see. Um. Okay, I think I'm good now. All right. Can you all hear me now? I'm good now.
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. I had to close that thingy. I think I'm still live though. So yes. So greetings, everybody. I hope I'm good to. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. It's always good to see you guys. It's a blessing. We're about to talk about this, and I want to bring some ways how to bring this because I think there's a way that I thought about this week, and what we spoke about last week. We spoke about some things last week. Actually, we didn't go far last week at all when it comes to this book, "Feelings is a Secret." We didn't go really into it last week. We only went through like 2 pages. We spoke about the subconscious mind and hey Miranda, we spoke about the subconscious and the conscious mind. And we spoke about the subconscious mind being the feminine and the conscious mind being the masculine. Okay. Now we spoke about on, let's say, on page 10. By the way, if you're looking at me on from YouTube, we're talking about the book that's called Feeling is a Secret. When we went on page 10, it says the subconscious does not originate ideas, but accept as true those this conscious mind feels to be true, and in a way known only to itself, objectifies the accepted ideas. Now, the book mentioned before that the subconscious is the female and conscious mind is the male. The conscious mind impregnates the female, the subconscious mind. So the man is the conscious mind that is over your ideas, your thoughts, and your present or your awareness. And your subconscious mind is impersonal. It only takes the idea and feelings from the conscious and creates or expresses it in the outside world. Now, many of us, we always think that, especially I have more women on this, they say, I'm not feminine enough. I'm not feminine. I'm masculine more than feminine. And here's the thing that I realized this week is that there's no such thing as you cannot be more masculine than feminine. And let's hit this because I want you to know, because a lot of times how you feel when you are working or pumping your gas, you might feel masculine, you might feel this, you might feel that. But in all reality, I think our society is confusing masculine and feminine energy. Let me explain to you why. The subconscious mind, is the female. And that gives birth to your reality, the subconscious mind. It expresses your thoughts on the outside as your reality. Now, you cannot be more masculine than feminine because the feminine is what creates. It creates. It stays in creation. All it does is create. Now, if all it does is create, the feminine, the subconscious, it is completely alive. It is completely functional. It is completely powerful in its own realm. You're just focusing more on your thoughts and your fears and your insecurities. So when the subconscious mind creates your reality, you are thinking that is not your feminine. I'm masculine. It's that the feminine is what creates. So when you look at your life, when you look at your world, when you look at your job, your situations, your relationship, how that life is expressed is based on your level of femininity. It is creating that life. So you cannot keep saying, I am not feminine enough. I am not feminine enough. I am not feminine enough, because you are. You are very feminine. The thing is, the idea is that the feminine is receiving from the masculine, which is your conscious mind. It's not working. It's taking the wrong idea. It's taking the wrong feelings. It's taking your thoughts. It's taking all those feelings and thoughts and scared and all this anxious and it's creating a reality that you don't like. If you can be aware of the feminine, if you can just be aware that is there and allow the feminine to relax, allow the feminine to just be, allow the feminine to be feeling confident and good, you will see the difference in what you begin to create. You will always see the difference. Give me a second. Give me a second again. Because I think this is working. Wait, I wasn't recording, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Are you recording?
I wasn't recording. So now that we know that the feeling or that the woman is what creates, there's no more saying I'm too masculine. You are not too masculine. You can't be too masculine. Masculine is your way of doing the things that you do. But the way how you feel about doing the things that you do, the way how you feel about it is a shift, well, from what you create. No, this book is called Feeling is a Secret. The way how you feel about what you do is the problem. See, pumping your gas or working or doing all these things, right? It's not a bad thing. It's not bad. And it's not masculine. It's not a negative thing. But the way how you feel about it, that's what bringing your negative reality or the life or the thing that you can't stand. That's what is messing with it. So we have to learn how to just allow the feminine to just dwell peacefully within us, to dwell and be free without feeling all these damn feelings, thinking that you're doing something wrong. Well, I am single, so I should feel this. I gotta work, so I should feel this. I gotta change my own tire, so I should feel this. What you do and what you feel is two different things. They have to be always separated. Keep them separated, and you will see the value in that. Keep how you feel sometimes, especially if you don't like it. Keep what you feel separate. Now, let's move on. Now, that one was from what I wanted to bring last week. We move into page number 11. And let's start from page 11, the top. Ideas are impressed on the subconscious through the medium of feelings. No idea can be impressed on the subconscious until it is felt. But once felt, be it good, bad, or indifferent, must be expressed. Feeling is the one and only medium through which ideas are conveyed to the subconscious. Therefore, the man who does not control his feelings may easily impress the subconscious with undesirable states. Ideas are impressed on the subconscious through feelings, right? By control of feelings, by control of feelings is not meant restraint or suppression of your feelings, but rather the discipline of self to imagine. The discipline of self to imagine and entertain only such feelings as contributing to your happiness. Now, a lot of us, what we are doing on a regular basis, we are allowing the outside experience to manage how we feel. We are allowing the outside things, the situations, to manage how we feel or to give our excuses to these feelings, right? And when we give these feelings over to those outside or external circumstances, we begin to create at the same time. We are creating or continuously creating that situation that keeps that feeling there. The feeling is going to stay because from that feeling, you are visualizing and your emotions and everything is set in that feeling. So now you begin to create from that feeling, which keeps the situation that brought you that feeling stronger. It keeps it there and it keeps bringing it again and again and again because your feeling is what's doing it. So this is saying that your feeling is the only facts. It's a vicious cycle. Your feeling is the only facts. There's no words. It's not thoughts. It's just your feeling. The only thing is your thoughts affect your feelings. But the feeling is what brings it. Your thoughts affect your feelings. Listen, many of us, we have seen trauma. We have seen a lot of trauma. We have seen so much trauma. And the one thing about these feelings is that I spoke to a client once, a lady once, and she told me she was sexually assaulted at a young age. And she told me that she was sexually assaulted again. And then she was sexually assaulted again. And I'm like, God, I can't even imagine. You can't even begin to imagine that experience, that feeling. And I think she told me she was sexually assaulted again, 4 times. So why me? Why do I have to keep experiencing this? I don't deserve this. I'm a good woman. I pray. I don't know why do I keep doing it. I said, well, how do you feel? That was my first question. How do you feel? I said, how did you feel the first time when it happened? And she began to tell me how she felt. And I said, that feeling is attracting other circumstances to happen. Once the feeling is settled in your system, in your programming, you will experience that same thing again. You will see it again. You will feel it again because the feeling is attracting it. So this is why we have to make sure. And this is why it says it's not that it's suppression of your emotion, because when you are suppressing your emotions, you might start to experience toxic experiences within your body, diseases and illnesses. Sometimes you might snap on people when you're suppressing your emotion. This is not suppression. This is actually choosing. You are literally choosing to feel something else, choosing to feel what you desire, choosing to feel what feeling do I need to build? Not the feeling to feel like a victim, not the feeling to feel hurt, not the reason to feel hurt, not a stronger reason to stay in my place where I don't feel good, I feel bad, is what feeling do I need to feel to attract something different? And this is why we must understand it's not about suppression. The reality is about choosing. Okay? Control of your feelings is all important to a full and happy life. Never entertain an undesirable feeling, nor think sympathetically about wrong in any shape or form. Sympathetically about wrong in any shape or form. Do not dwell on the imperfection of yourself or others. To do so is to impress the subconscious with these limitations. What you do not want done unto you, do not feel that it is done unto you or another. That is the whole law of a full and happy life. Everything else is a commentary. What you do not want done unto you, do not feel that. Now, how many of us, let's be honest, let's talk to us again. What do we feel the most? Let's be honest. What do we feel the most? What are we feeling the most? Anybody?
Sometimes fear.
Sometimes fear. What else?
Doubt. We feel doubt.
Doubt,
Insecurity.
insecurity, rejection. Miranda said,
Being stuck.
being stuck. Being stuck. We feel, for some reason, there's a strange thing that what you don't want to happen is what you feel the most. True or false?
Yes.
That's what resistance does. What you don't want to happen, what you're afraid of happening, what you don't want to see is what you feel the most. That's the trap it leads us in, especially when we've been hurt before, when we have been hurt before, and you don't want to feel that again. When it comes to relationships, whether it's your family, whether it's your friend, when you don't want to feel that again, you create this, and we begin to think that what's protect us from experiencing that thing again. If I say I don't want it, then that's protecting me. Because what if I say I want to feel happy, and then I feel happy and something bad happens? So let me hold on to the I don't want to, and then, but it doesn't help you. It actually is counterproductive. It actually is more painful, and is just too much. Right? Yes, Lynn. I don't
So-
think we are. Indeed.
I'm a very happy person
Mhm.
and I'm happy. Like that's my emotion. And my kids tell me that too, and people tell me that. And the thing is, I will tell myself, people will say, why are you so happy? They ask that question. Why are you so happy? Just like the question that you get asked, why are you so happy? I'm like, I don't know. Do I not have to be happy? So now I'm downplaying the happy because
Mm.
questioning my happy because people are questioning my happiness, and so
Yeah.
that's why I think we let people affect our own emotion that we are genuinely are.
Indeed. Indeed. The reason why when I talk about feelings, I know sometimes I'm often misunderstood. I know sometimes, yeah, we let people choose for us. I know sometimes, oftentimes, I'm misunderstood. Nobody wants to hear that when it comes to feelings. Nobody wants to understand it. Hey, Janae. Hey, Mike. Hey, Brother Robin. How are you doing? Nobody wants to feel it. Nobody wants to, and because our feelings, we think is right, especially. And there's two things, and I think I spoke to Eddie Rich about this before. Me and Rich had a conversation. I said, in the situation, your feelings are valid. When you are going through trauma, when you are going through the situation itself, your feelings are valid. To feel neglected when you are neglected, I get it, right? When somebody punch you and you feel a pain in your eye, I get it. It's completely listen. You're not crazy, right? You're not crazy. This is true. You have the right to feel how you want to feel. But what if I'm just sitting on this chair and I feel somebody's punching me in my face, but yet nobody's punching me in my face? Is that feeling still valid? Something is off. It's something in my mind. Something is completely off. Something is wrong. There's something that's not there. So when we are by ourselves and we are feeling these feelings still, feeling of neglect, hurt, this, that, and this, we have to question those feelings. This is when we have to, why am I feeling this? These feelings get trapped. They get trapped in us. And when those feelings get trapped, the reason why it's so hard to get rid of them is because every time you feel it, it's like you build on it. When you feel it and you give that feeling all this emotions and this fear and this and entertainment, you build the feeling. And as you continue, the feeling builds and it builds. And if it's so big, it will always come back. That's why it keeps coming back. It comes back because you are building on top of your karma. The feeling, when you get the feeling, what you do with your feeling is it adds to karma. Remember, karma is not just a physical thing. It's not just physical. Karma is built in the mind. It is built in your emotions and your feelings. Remember, if I look at her and I lust at her and I want her and I desire her, and when I look at her, my body begins to react, I already did it. I already did it. I already have committed adultery in my mind, in my heart. I did it. So based on that, my karma is being built. So it's not about just me sleeping with her that's built my karma of cheating. Is me entertaining the idea, entertaining the feeling, entertaining it, and my body began to react. I'm in it. Because when my body began to react, when my nipples get nippling, right? My body doesn't know right or wrong. It doesn't know true or false. In that moment, it's facts. In that moment, it's fact. That means I am doing it. My body feels it. You can't tell me I'm feeling the wrong thing. My body's feeling it. So what I want you to do is that, yes, we have been through certain things, certain situations, but you have to understand in this current moment, right? In this current moment, that what you are experiencing in this current moment, when you sit still, this is why it's very important where you say my word. Stand.
Yes. Love it.
Sit thy ass down, right? In that moment, you have to sit your ass down and realize there's nothing happening. You have to remind yourself nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Because why am I feeling abused when somebody is not abusing me? Something is off. Why am I feeling angry when nobody pissed me off? Why am I feeling sad when I haven't lost anything? And so these feelings are trapped in our body. Right? All right. These feelings are so trapped in our body that we believe them. So we don't question these feelings. We believe these feelings. Stop believing your feelings. Your feelings just says it was there before. It happened before, and the body just, remember it. The body just remembers it. Every time you feel it, energy comes to your body. Every time you feel it and you react, energy is a source of energy. Energy comes. Energy comes. The body has to have energy, not from food, but from your thoughts and your feelings. That gives the body so much energy to keep going. Thoughts, feelings give the body a source of energy. So when these feelings come, you can choose to realize, oh, that feeling is lying. That feeling shouldn't be here because nothing is happening. So if I'm true to the present, if I'm honest with the present moment, I must choose my feelings too. Because if I'm present, if nobody is whooping my butt, why am I feeling defeated? You have to ask those questions. Why, if nobody is whooping my butt, why do I feel defeated? If I feel defeated, then something is off. My nervous, and I get it sometimes in trauma, your nervous system is effed up too. The way how you see certain things is effed up. But this is why you have to sit your ass down and practice. You have to practice this. You have to take it back. It's not because of medication that you lack. It's not because of pills that you need. It's you have to sit your ass down and reconnect these wires that are disconnected. You have to reconnect them to get the fires again, fire properly again. We have to reconnect these things. And this is how you create karma, this is how you kill trauma. Right. But a feeling. So we have to learn, man. So let's continue. Page 11. Every feeling makes a subconscious impression. And unless it is counteracted by a more powerful feeling of an opposite nature, it must be expressed. Let me read it again. Every feeling makes a subconscious impression. And unless it is counteracted by a more powerful feeling of an opposite nature, it must be expressed. Somebody give you the middle finger, and you have this feeling of you rage. Now, how do you create a stronger feeling than rage? How do you create a stronger feeling than rage? Now, number one, the question is, why do you even have rage within you? But how do you counter that feeling by rage? If rage is a stronger feeling, rage will be expressed. And when it says express, it means, back to last week, the subconscious mind expresses these feelings by giving birth. You give this, a man gives a woman a seed. The woman takes the seed. Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question. If on the day when the woman was ovulating, she had sex with a man, a healthy male. The male had an orgasm and ejaculated. It was using protection. She's ovulating. She's a healthy woman. She's a healthy woman. Her eggs are healthy. Her body's healthy. Her womb is healthy. Ovary is good. His productive system is good. The man then take that semen and distributed it equally, right? If the woman says with her mouth, I don't want to be pregnant, does that stop it?
No.
It doesn't. It doesn't stop it. The impression has already been there. If the woman is pregnant 6 weeks and she don't want to be pregnant anymore, can she not be pregnant anymore? By
Nope.
just, she can't. It's already expressed. It's the stronger fit, the stronger expression is what creates life. This is why I want you guys to look at your life. Look at your external situations. Look at your physical life. Look at your body. Look at your health. Look at your finances. Look at everything and get to see how you feel. It will give you a complete reflection of what you actually feel on a regular basis. Because you know why? Most of the times you're not aware of what you feel because it's always there. So it stopped bringing you awareness. It's always there anyways. So you can't put your finger on it. You really can't. You can't see what you feel because it's there. So he's like, you ignore it now. It just happened. To know what you are thinking and feeling, you must connect to your outside situation. How do I know how I look on the outside? I look in the mirror, and the mirror reflects my outside. And when I see my outside, I know something is in my eye. Right? I got boogers in my eyes because I look in the mirror. The mirror shows me myself. I look in the mirror and oh man, oh my God, saliva. Oh, I was snoring, I licked. That's how I see my own face. We have to learn that to see our own stuff, we have to look outside. Look at our external situations. Look at our relationship. Look at when every time your relationship fails. Look and see every time you get sick. Every time I get sick, every time I'm in nose, what am I thinking? What am I feeling on this? What am I feeling? What am I feeling? What am I feeling? What am I feeling? Shift that feeling, shift. That's going to. If I shift that feeling, my knee stops hurting. If I shift that feeling and that thought and the feeling, my ass don't hurt no more. My ass cheeks, when I get struck by lightning, right? My shoulders come back in place. If I just learn to always look at the feeling, or look at the outside circumstances, and connect to the feeling, it will make sense. Like, who doesn't want to what they give? Right. Understand, we are doing this. We've been doing this wrong this whole time. We think that we have the right to feel. You do have the right to feel how you want to feel. You have the right. You have the right to feel how you want to feel. You have the right. And a matter of fact, you should feel it. You have the right to feel disrespected. You have the right to feel hurt. You have the right to feel. You have the right to feel angry. But the thing is, what is it doing for you?
Absolutely nothing.
Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. It hasn't been doing anything. It hasn't meant anything. It just keeps it there for longer. The situation stays longer. The position stays longer, and it's worthless. Does anybody have any questions or comment?
Wow. Just wow.
Just wow.
When Kurt, when you look at your life, at everything, and reflect it back, you get that feeling. To me, it brings up my childhood when I grew up, how I grew up. It's a trauma that's been there right when I was a child. So what you're saying there is true. It's about your childhood, and you have to be able to look past it and change it. I get what you're saying.
You have to. And you're gonna do it just because you have the power to do it. And you have to do it because you know you're not holding on to it because, well, technically I was hit in the face, so I should be angry. I mean, you should. But see, when people ask me, how do you stop? Well, you have to understand first. Why do you, the first thing is to understand why it doesn't make sense to continue with the feeling. It's not about how do I stop, but it's about the purpose of stopping. Why do I continue? Is it building me? Is it making me happy? Is it giving me life? Is it making sense to me? Do I feel, I mean, do I like the feeling? If you don't like the feeling, why do you keep it there? You all ever had a feeling that you didn't like, but you kept it there for many years?
Yes, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. How long do you keep these feelings for?
You got to let it go sooner rather than later.
Or how do you let go of these feelings?
I make myself aware that I put my hand to my heart and I say, thank you for bringing up this memory, this feeling. I'm gonna walk through it. That's what I do. I
Mhm.
understand, but now I'm gonna walk through it.
Mm-hmm.
Here
Aura
lately, I
said,
bring myself.
uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say here lately, I when I feel myself getting upset or experiencing some emotion that I know is not useful, I bring myself back to the present. I take a deep breath, breathe in, and then breathe out all that negativity. And I decide, okay, let me focus on what I'm working on and then just move forward. And it's like eventually the feeling is just not there anymore. Unless I let my
Mhm.
mind wander back to it and then I have to do it again. So then it's like practice.
Like Aura said, we believe that they're gonna go away by themselves. So, let me just, you remember when we thought, like, I used to think, like a perverted young man will, after he get a certain age, he will stop being perverted. Until I said this before. I asked one of the elders in my church, so what happens when a young man is perverted? And I was talking about myself. He said he becomes an old pervert. And I was like, what? So he doesn't change? He said, no, until he want to change. I said, really? He said, yeah. And he woke me up. I'm like, wait, so I thought these things go away with time. He said, no, 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 no. You have to stop. Like you have to stop. It's happening in the present moment brought up these emotions. Yeah. Yeah, you have to stop. Because if you don't stop now, you're gonna be an old perverted old man. And there's many of them. I never thought that way. So it made me put it back into my own control. And when you say I'm accountable for my feelings and my behavior, I'm like, oh, let me stop it. It feels good to think that you're not in control because when you're not in control, it's well, right? If it's God's will is, if God's want this, listen, stop, cut. It's called responsibility. It's not about God's will or this will or it's about it. If you don't like it, stop it. If you don't like the feeling, stop the feeling. So let's continue. Page 11. Let me start over. Every feeling makes a subconscious impression. Again, I hope that you all don't mind me reading because I don't want to miss anything. I think this book, you can't skip over these things because there's so important message in each it's a short book. So
No,
every
we learn
paragraph
in
just
we learn in all different ways. We learn in all different ways. So you reading it also is helpful. It
good.
does.
I'm
It's understanding.
good. Every feeling makes a subconscious impression, and unless it is accompanied by a more powerful feeling of opposite nature, must be expressed. The dominant of the two feelings is the one expressed. The dominant, the stronger, the more controllable, the more dominant feeling of the two is the one expressed. I am healthy. Now, this is the part where this is the part where I like to teach this part. I am healthy is stronger than I will be healthy. I will be okay. I'll find healing. I want to heal. I am on a healing journey. You see? Do you see the pattern? I am on a healing journey. I'll be healed. I'll be okay. I'll feel better soon. I will. It's the weakest thing because it means I am sick, right? So I am healthy is a stronger feeling than I will be healthy. To feel I will be to feel I will be is to confess I am not. I am is stronger than I am not. What you feel you are always dominates what you feel you would like to be. Therefore, to be realized, the wish must be felt as a state that is rather than a state that is not. This is where I want to talk about for a while. I want to be wealthy. I want to be debt free. I will be there. I am walking. I am there. I am going to be healthy. I am going to start this. Everybody has this. I am going to be, hopefully, I may be. And those feelings, this is why when you are doing your affirmations with just words might give you about 10% of a chance, 10% of a chance that something might happen over an amount of time. I am love. That is the weakest thing to do because the subconscious mind is like, you're nuts. Stop lying. You don't even feel love right now. You feel like crap. You feel insecure. You feel sad. You feel lonely. So when they say, I am love, the mind is like, remember, the subconscious takes the stronger one. The stronger one is the one that's expressed. So when you repeat, now let's be real, right? When you repeat, I am wealthy, try it in your mind and say, I am wealthy, and see what your subconscious mind feels. Go ahead, try it. I am wealthy. Go ahead. Financially, though. Subconscious mind is like, no, it's not. No, you're not.
It's a little
No, you're
resistance.
not.
It's like a pushback. It's like, you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah. For me, it's shaky. It's shaky. Like there's a shaky feeling.
Yeah, I feel nervous.
I'm nervous. Okay, no, let's try something. You want to see something different?
Yes.
You'll be lying. Now, I want you to just relax your body for a second, right? Just relax your body. Just relax. Because remember, everything starts when the body is relaxed. Relax for a moment. And I want you to envision, close your eyes and envision you in the house that you want, driving the cars that you want. You taking trips. You buying everything that you desire. You have a good paying job. Just envision that stuff. I have a good paying job. Money is flowing. I'm walking next to this big old house and I can feel this new. Now in this moment, say I am wealthy and see what happens. Any difference?
Yes. Lots of
Yes,
comfort.
right? It's different, isn't it? It's a big difference. Because the feeling is there. The visualization is there. The evidence is there. The evidence is there. It's in your mind, it's in your body, it's in your emotions. So the subconscious mind says, I receive this. If I can receive this, I can create the reality to match it. That's a difference. That's what I'm talking about. This is how this is done. This is how this works. Now imagine when you say, if you are sick, when you say, I am healthy, the subconscious mind says, no, you're not, you're sick. Now imagine if you can visualize yourself skipping and running and working out and walking and jogging and doing the things that you love doing with a smile on your face and just feeling good about yourself. Like, oh, I feel good. Imagine if you can do this and then repeat, I am healthy. What that does, it commands the cell instantly. The cells are commanded instantly. Hey, why are you tired? Wake up. She's healthy. Why are you looking like this? Wake up. And each cells begin to start to feel a lot more alive because the feeling begins to command the cells to wake your ass up. The feeling. It's like having good news when you are tired. Having some good news. Hey, sis, hey, my bestie, I haven't seen you in 28 years. I am at the airport. Come pick me up. All of a sudden, your emotions, your body feels lighter. You feel better because the feeling now, you're not sleeping no more. Your feeling has awakened you because your feeling is what changes every single thing. The only difference is is that you depend on that feeling to come from somewhere else, just to be expressed by you, just to be experienced by you. So life got to be perfect. Life got to be set up. Your man or woman got to be doing this. Your woman got to give this to you. You know, the man got to give you this sex this way because God knows you can't do this on your own, right? So the man got to do this to you that way. And the man got to penetrate you this way. And the man got to talk to you this way. And the man got to be this way. And the woman got to act this way. And life has to be this way. And man has to react this way. And people have to treat you this way so you can feel what you should feel on your own.
Amen.
So when I chose my feelings, right? When I chose this life, my wife could relax. My wife is peaceful. You see why she's peaceful? Because she don't need to give me all that stuff. I give it to myself. I give it to myself. So I don't demand all the stuff from her because my feeling is mine. She is not responsible for my feelings. Because if she is, then she will be responsible for my life. And that's too much responsibility. She already have the kids that she wants. Them badass kids out there are just bad. And they're not bad. But she's responsible for those kids, right? She don't need to turn around and to be. So I don't need that much from her because my feeling is my responsibility. Can we all say that? My feeling is my responsibility, not someone else.
My feeling is mine, my responsibility.
Amen.
That's beautiful.
It is, isn't it? It really is. It really is. Let's continue. I think I hit the horse a couple times. So again, I am healthy is a stronger feeling that I will be healthy. Let's cut those things out of our daily talk. I will be healthy. Well, that's a stupid thing to say, anyways. I'm on a self-love journey. Stop. Just do it. I want to love myself. Okay, and that becomes. Do you know I am on a health journey, or I am on a self-love journey, or I am on this journey? It's a program in itself because the journey never ends. So when we repeat these things, I am trying, or I'm on a healing journey. 10 years later, if I ask you the same question, you're on the same journey. Because it's another program. But I am healthy says I am healthy. 10 years later, I am still healthy. 20 years, I am still healthy because that's the program. The program is what controls your outcome. The program that you run controls what you get in return based on your feelings. So if you walk around feeling all this insecure and sick and sad, guess what? Your life is going to match it. It has to match it. And I know this is a harsh thing. It's a harsh thing. It's a very harsh thing to say. And I think that's why I appreciate this type of small groups, because it's not meant to sound bad or sound like I don't understand, or it's just when you are here to learn and these feelings are a big part of this learning experience, then you don't feel like I'm saying something bad, I don't understand, because I get it. Yes, my dear Lynn?
It seems like when you're talking, we use a lot of words. When you said, I'm on a healing journey, what I'm hearing is I should just say, I am healed.
Mm-hmm.
Because right there,
Yes.
you feel it. Right there, you feel it. Instead of I am on a healing journey, we're using too many words. We're
Too many
connecting with
words.
too many words. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what we are doing. I will means there's no time. There's no destination. I am trying. I am doing it. I am, one day. And so empty words, we never reach it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We never reach. So we have to be aware of it. We have to be responsible for what we say and what we feel. I think these are very important things. What we say and what we feel is very important. So let's continue. I hope we understand that part. No more I am gonna be healthy. I am. So page 12, sensation precedes manifestation. And it is a foundation upon which all manifestation rests. Be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection between your feelings and your visible world. Be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection. Listen, after this meeting, right? After this meeting, I can't go wrong in all these damn feelings, man. Like after this book, I think this is why I wanted to bring this book. After this book, we can't go wrong in these feelings, man. If you do, you are just addicted to those feelings. It's an addiction. Don't get me wrong, it's hard to get rid of because you have to practice. Remember, you have to practice and counteract it with a stronger feeling. But that takes practice. It takes consistent practice. Every day, sit your butt down and practice that new feeling that you want to experience. Practice the life that you want to live. Practice the relationship that you want to be in. Practice the money that you want to have in your account. You have to practice those things like it's there and it's already done. You have to. And that's how you beat the old programming. Okay? Your body is an emotional filter and bears all unmistakable marks of your prevalent emotions. Emotional disturbances, especially suppressed emotions, are the cause of disease. To feel intensely about a wrong without voicing or expressing that feeling is the beginning of disease and disease in both body and environment. Do not entertain the feeling of regret or failure, for frustration or detachment from your objective results in disease. Do not entertain the feeling of regret or failure. Do not entertain the feeling of regret or failure, for frustration or detachment from your objective results in disease. Now, I know it sounds like a confusion part when it says to feel intensely about the wrong without voicing it. Well, Kirk, you said I shouldn't, I shouldn't pay attention to my feelings. That's not the case. Our feelings are there to guide us. It tells us sometimes when somebody cuss me out. Naturally, I would have a feeling, right? If somebody lie, I have a feeling. If somebody does this, I have a feeling. You voice your, hey, I don't like that. And then cut that shit off. Cut it off. Learn how to switch. It's done. You already said what you said. You said your piece. Why continue for the next 6 weeks on the same feeling? You give somebody the power in 6 weeks. You know how much you can create in 6 weeks? You know what you can do if you give your energy to something in 6 weeks? You can have a certificate of something. You can have a cooking class. You can have a certificate in you can have so much. You could have a real estate license. You could have this. You could have that. You could have 6 weeks. So imagine giving somebody your energy for 6 weeks. That's a long ass time.
Or for years.
Imagine years. And then when you carry these things for years, let's talk about years. When you carry these feelings for years, one day you're going to wake up. You're going to be 45 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, 65 years old. And you're going to watch the life that you have built. Because, number one, you build it. You use people's tools to build it, but you build it. You use people's words to build it, but you build it. The tools you took from people who was building something different from you, but you're using their tools to build it. And you have built a life. So one day when you get older, 50, 60, 65, 70, you're going to look at the shit that you have built. And you're going to give up. You're going to give up. And many of us have been at a place where we wanted to give up when we see what the life that we have built. Because it looks so ugly and so damning. It looked so bad that you see no way out. You see no change happening because you've been stuck in it for all these years. That's the reality of these feelings that we have built. And then when we look at the world, we look at the world like it's a threat. Everything is a threat. Everyone. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust this. I don't trust that. I don't trust this situation. You acting too good. You give. I don't want it from nobody. I don't trust you giving me this. I don't. Everything becomes a threat. Yeah, exactly. All right. So we have to learn what to entertain. Is there now somebody pissed me off? Or somebody said this, or somebody did this. Ain't nothing wrong with expressing yourself. You gotta express yourself. Now, I tell my clients sometimes to be conscious. It's not about changing anything in your life. You don't change anything in your life, but you choose now. Now is when you don't react, you are choosing. And when I choose, I don't feel no regrets later on. If I cuss you out because I think that's what's going to work, you might think it's toxic. In my own mind, my own feelings is the right thing to do. And when I'm done cussing you out, I don't feel bad. I don't feel no regrets. I don't feel this. I don't feel that. Being conscious. But now, if I cuss you out, because it's just how I react without choosing, it's a different type of creation. I create differently. You create based on different motives. Your motives is what makes the life that you create. So we got to be aware. So people are, so Kirk, why when now that you conscious, life look like it's boring. No, life is very fun. Very fun. Because now I get to choose what I want to do. I get to choose. Right?
Yep. Yep.
Now, if I want sex, I get sex. I want money, I get money. I don't have to feel, man, money's root of all evil. I'm so scared. What if I get money and God punish me? I don't have to feel that anymore. Because everything is mine. Everything is abundant. Everything, this whole world that God created is a playfield. Here, people want you to stop having fun on this playfield because, then why am I here? Why the hell am I here? Why are you going to an amusement park and don't ride the rides? No, don't ride the rides. Just watch. And this is why people have been preaching to us for many years. And this is why a lot of us are so insecure to do what we want to do because everybody's telling you, don't use the world. Just watch everybody else doing it and judge them and criticize them. No, don't do it. And so when we vote to do something, we feel, and we feel like we feel neglected, and we feel in this, and we feel abandoned because you think you're not free. You are enslaved in your mind. Everything is controlled by fear. Ain't nobody put you here to restrict you. You were put here to be free. See, Adam and Eve was free until they used judgment to restrict themselves. Understand the concept. Adam and Eve was in the Garden of Eden. Innocence and freedom. Look at a child. Look at a child. Look at a brand new child. Free. Until you tell them, don't do it. Now, when they do it, they hide themselves. Mama gonna spank me. Mama, I shouldn't do this. It's because you are the devil. You are the serpent. You realize that everybody is the serpent. You don't just think that the serpent is the devil. You are the serpent too. It's all of us. It's not, it's the understanding that comes with it. It's not just the serpent, it's the snake. It's just you have given your children, your friends, your family information that they use to judge themselves. Oh, you don't look at that dress. Oh, I don't like that dress on you. And that suggestion alone, I don't like the dress on you. They take it. They go out with it, and you're like, the whole day they don't feel good. The whole time they're out, they feel. Have that happened to you before? Somebody told you that they don't like what you're wearing or they don't like the makeup or something, and you felt insecure the entire time there? You felt weird?
I used to.
You used to?
Yes.
My 90-year-old father still comments about my attire being a 60-year-old woman that loves to wear sparkles. And he came into the salon the other day and judged my sparkly shoes. And I said, Dad, they make me happy as shit, and I am wearing them all the time. And he just said, oh.
Yeah.
And I just continued to smile.
Yeah, that's your child. That's your child that needs to come out. So that sparkle is what it needs. You need
Oh,
to remember.
I love my sparkle.
Yeah, man. But we have to be aware, man. We have to be aware of these feelings. And these feelings can, if you suppress these feelings, that's what brings the diseases. That's the feelings. Because we're walking around here insecure. Your job here is to be free and to feel free. You know, I do some meditation with certain people, and just by giving them the idea or suggestion, in this moment, you are free. See yourself as a bird, be free. Emotions just start coming out because you've been holding that stuff for all this, because that, you know, your image, that image, give me a second. All that image that's being, listen, man, it's time to be free. After this book, I want freedom, because when you are free, you get to choose your feelings. If I'm free, if I'm really free, I want you to understand this. If I'm really free, what is freedom? We don't have a definition of freedom. We think freedom just to be, freedom is the ability to free ourselves from all this burden and feelings, thoughts, and belief system that's blocking us, that's giving us a limited experience of life. You can't be free and hold on to all these things people told you, to all these feelings of insecurity and anger and all these things. If you are free, if you are enslaved, see, the slave means I can control what you feel. That's you being a slave. Somebody from the outside can control what you feel. That's being a slave. There's no consideration of right. See, listen, I can control you, but I can control how you feel. If I can control how you feel, I can control what you build. That means you work for me. Your feelings create your ability to create. So therefore, if I can control your feelings, you're a slave. Many of us are still enslaved, thinking that we're free, walking around here. You're not free. You haven't been free yet. You want to be free? Choose your own feelings. When you begin to choose your own feelings, there's something within you. There's a life that happens. There's a creation that happens. There's things that happen that you can't understand just by choosing your own feelings. Because when you choose your own feelings, your thoughts are going to align to your feelings. You see, the reason why we can't think, how do I think? And this thinking and this thinking. When you can't choose your feelings, you can't choose your thoughts either. Somebody say amen, man. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Seriously. If you cannot choose your feelings, you cannot choose your thoughts. Because your thoughts and your feelings match. It usually match. Ain't nobody walking around here have an anger feeling, but a happy thought. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. If I can control how you feel, I can control. See, some of us are in relationships where your feelings is being manipulated. And when your feelings are being
That's what I was
manipulated,
going to ask you. That's
Go
what I
ahead,
was
go
going to
ahead.
ask you. That's what I was going to ask you. What happens what you were talking about, when you bridge the connection of feeling for that one person? So now you're telling me that I'm being manipulated?
Yeah, because so some people want you to feel the way how they think you should feel. Have you ever, let's be honest, okay? A little transparency moment. We all do it. We all done it. We all done it, right? You see your partner come home smiling. What you smiling for, right? What you kicking about, right? What you kicking about? I can't laugh for what? Tell me what's funny, so I can laugh too. We all do this nonsense, right? And it's the way how we can be manipulated easily, right? It's just how we. People want you to feel how they think that you should feel. They don't want you to feel too good because they don't want to make your head bigger. So they don't want to. They give you limited amount of compliments. I mean, they keep it from you if that's the case. They don't want you to feel free or independent, because then they don't want you to outshine them, because then if you outshine me, I'm gonna feel less than. So therefore, hey, what's wrong with you? Hey, you ain't special. Hold on, it's like, don't think that you anything. You gotta watch how you feel. And when you see that in your life, when you see your feelings, which is that big part of your vibration or frequency, your feelings. When you see on your feelings, and you see those aligned who are not aligned with that feeling, and you are sleeping with them or with them, this is when you know, let me keep my feeling and let your ass go. Because in a moment, it's just a matter of time till my feeling drop to where you at.
Yes.
1,000%.
Right. It's just a
Yes.
moment. It's just a matter of time till my feelings get to where you're at, because you control me to get to there. I'm a slave. I'm your slave. I
Wow.
know in my relationship, when I tell people my wife is free to do whatever she want to do, people are like, "But what do you mean? What if she want?" I don't think she want to do that thing. That thing, cheating and stuff, don't make you free. That shit makes you scared to death. It makes you think about losing everything. You're not free to cheat. Think, oh, so you're saying that my man should be free to cheat? You think somebody who's cheating is free? Hey, think about it. A lion. That means you gotta keep checking behind you. You gotta keep thinking, being scared. You're not free at all. If you want to be free, cheating, lying, all that stuff, it doesn't work. So this is why when people ask me questions like, so you saying that my man should think about it, will that make him free? That's the toxic free. I'm free to do what I want. Go ahead, do what you want. But sometimes what you want keep you in bondage too. You're not free. You're back to being a slave because you're gonna be controlled by if you get caught. The idea, if I get caught, will F with me. Running around the place, hiding myself. You're not free when you're hiding. So in my family, in my relationship, my wife is completely free, and I am free too. People are like, you all must have an open relationship. It's not open. We don't bring people in. It's not. She let me do what I want to do because number one, I'm a grown ass man. Number one, let's just be real. I'm a grown ass man, so she don't let me do whatever. I do what I want to do, but she trusts that what I do is beneficial for both of us.
Yeah. Yes.
And vice versa. So when she's gone, and she is perfectly fine. There ain't no where you at, what you doing, because for what? If she's doing something crazy, hell, she's the one who's not free. I'm free. So we got to be. So when we go in a relationship, listen, hear this right here. No, let's talk about this for a second. You see why this book is so short, but yet you can speak on. We even went to chapter 2 with sleep yet. We didn't even
No.
touch the sleep part, which is very important.
Yeah.
Before you enter a relationship, it is, Sharon, it is indeed. And for those of us who are single, let's try to get there. Listen, I want you to begin to feel free. Feel free. You gotta feel free. Allow these energies to leave you. You have to feel free. How do you get rid of those energies? Begin to feel free. So this book, let me say what this book said. Check this out. Let's come here and then let's go back. I marked this, but I don't remember where it is, which one I marked. Shoot. Oh, no. I don't even know which page we're on. It's like this book, it's like you can't skip nothing at all, man. You know what? When we get there, okay? Let me continue. When you highlight it. My whole book is highlighted, man. So we're still on page 12. Think feelingly only of the state you desire to realize. Think feelingly. What is it to think feelingly? Think feelingly only in this. Do you all get what I'm saying? Think feelingly only of the state you desire to realize. You all know what that means?
Yeah.
Be conscious of what you're feeling.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I think it means to feel what you're thinking.
Hear what you're thinking. Think feelingly.
Mine is having that emotion attached to whatever I am wanting in that moment or that dream or the future. My emotion is there.
Mm-hmm. This book is called, oh, for the people on YouTube, this book is called Feeling is the Secret. Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. This beautiful book is one of the best books I ever read. Think feelingly only on the state you desire to realize. That means this. I mean, also, in addition, it means when I rent my home, I have a couple rental properties. And when I want to rent my property out, when somebody moved out and I want to rent my property out, I don't think about I want to rent my house out. That's not how I think. It's not how I feel. If I want something, that means I don't have it. That means I am operating from a place of not having it. And if I operate from not having something, I keep getting less of it because I already don't have it. So you can't feel like I don't. If I don't feel, I can't feel like it's not there because it's a weaker feeling. But if I feel, somebody's already there. So when I think about renting my house out, I don't think that I want to rent it out. I think it is already rented out. That's the difference. If I want a relationship, I don't think I want a relationship. I think I'm already in a relationship. I'm already in it. If I think I want to increase my finances, I already feel that it's already increased. Now, the question is, what the hell do I do now since I'm in a relationship? What the hell do I do now since my house is rented out? What the hell do I do now that I have a income that's higher? What do I do now that I see it that way? I begin to live my life to match that experience. If I have a relationship, I can't feel lonely. Still, I can't feel no one is there. Because it doesn't align to the feeling of the state of what I desire. It's a mismatched feeling. It's off. If I say think feelingly into the feeling that I have to the desired state, I have the relationship that I want, the healthy. And if I have that relationship, I can feel free. I can feel relaxed. I can feel peaceful. I can feel love. I can feel joy. I can feel trust. But if you still don't trust, you still don't love, you still don't feel peace, then you're lying to yourself. The mind is like, you're tripping. Again, here you go tripping again. First you said you was wealthy. You're broke. Next thing you said, I have a healthy relationship, and you don't. You have to follow through with the feeling to make it a fact. It has to come to pass. So now the feeling, you have to follow through. I want my business to last. I want my business to generate income. I want my business. I want to go and expand my business. I look at my life and I don't know how I do this myself. I honestly don't know. Because when you look at science, this don't make sense. What I am, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. If you ask me, Kirk, what do you do? I don't know what I do because I don't do much. I'm in the gym clothes. I'm in the gym parking lot on live. Saturdays, I'm in the live. I don't do much. But my income, my relationship, my health, my life, my this, my that, my businesses, my investments, it doesn't make sense. It's completely confusing. But why? The way how I choose to feel. I've been telling this secret for many years. People don't believe me. No, that's too easy. Actually, it's very hard. It's very hard to see something that's not there. It's very hard to see something that's not there. It's very hard. It's very difficult. And so then you must learn. If I do this and do it again and do it again and do it again, after a while, you start seeing the evidence of what you feel becomes fruition. It becomes your physical reality. It becomes a part of you. It becomes an extension of you, your feelings. You do it again. You do it again. Because what I have don't make sense in what you see. It doesn't. Even the way how my hair grew.
It's the law of
I saw-
least effort.
Huh?
It's the law
Yeah.
of least effort.
Least effort. Because God knows I ain't nothing special.
You're being done. You're ready. You're just
It's
doing
being
it.
done. It's being done. Ain't nobody special. I'm not special at all. See, people who teach you these things teach you that you can't be the level of that they are. And so you always feel like you need them. That's not what I teach. Whatever I can do, it's very simple. As a matter of fact, I don't really do anything. I let my stillness do it for me. You know what I can do that most people can't do? Be still. What I can do that most folks cannot do is be still. I don't have any skills, but I can be still. I can put the feeling in. See, I read this book many years ago and learned these things. I read the other books that we're gonna do soon, which is I just gave it to my daughter's mom. I send it. She's overseas right now. Should I Kirk send me 2 books, please? The books that you read. I want to read the books that you read. My bigger daughter's mom. She's like, can you send me some books? Because I want to read the books that you read. I said, but you don't have books. She said, no, I want to read your books. The books that you read. Send me those books. So I sent her 2 books. This is my biggest daughter's mom. And so I sent her the book that we're gonna do next. Not the next one, the next one, which is The Power of the Subconscious Mind. That's the book that we're gonna do, not after this one, but after the one that we're gonna do after this one. The Power of the Subconscious Mind.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, there you go, that one right there.
I was lucky.
The power, because when you read this book and you read this book, you're like, oh, I've been doing this wrong this whole time. Because you see how how this harps on your subconscious mind in the beginning? The other book is all about how to impress the subconscious mind. So it goes hand in hand. So when I read these 2 books, I'm like, oh, snap. This is when I begin to use my ability, my understanding. You see the way how I tell you that you can heal and you can how to heal your elbows and all these things? How you can heal your chest and heal your, that's the book that I read. But I practiced twisting. I did my own tweaking with that book. I did my own tweaking and I tweak and I tweak. I'm like, oh no, this is some crazy stuff. So these 2 books right here is gonna be the one I said after this one is the As a Man Thinketh. So this one is next, As a Man Thinketh. Very small book. See, these small books are powerful. As a Man Thinketh, and then The Power of the Subconscious Mind. That's the next 2 books that we're gonna do. If you guys are on this journey of learning these things,
Yes. Yes.
I'm so glad we can't finish these books in one session, man. Because it's so much. Because I want to give you different ideas and different perspectives to how you can think about certain things that you can actually affect the way how you feel and think. Not by asking me how, but by understanding why. Because so far, you didn't ask me, Kirk, but how do you feel? You didn't ask me that yet. I'm surprised nobody asked me, well, how do you put this feeling in? You don't have to know how. If you understand what the one is doing to you, you'll stop. If I understand what eating sugars is certain foods is doing to me, if I see what, every time I eat it, my stomach get bigger, right? I don't have to know how to stop. I really don't have to know how. But the awareness from what goes in, how it's affecting me, my awareness of it is what changed my willpower. My awareness. The more you can see is the more you can fix. So when I put the direct connection to what I put in my mouth to my stomach, well, it's this cake. When I eat this cake, my stomach starts making noises. It starts doing this. If I blow it up, let me stop doing it. Not how to, but let me see the connection between them. Okay, last part, and then I'm gonna stop. Let's continue the last paragraph in oh Lord, I can't. Hold on. Think feelingly. I didn't even finish this part yet. Think feelingly only in the state you desire to realize. Feeling the reality of the state sought and living and acting on the conviction is the way of all seeming miracles. All changes of expressions are brought about through a change of feeling. A change of feeling is a change of density. All creation occurs in the domain of the subconscious. What you must acquire then is a reflective control of the operation of the subconscious, that is, control of your ideas and feelings. Chance or accident is not responsible for the things that happens to you, nor is predestined fate the author of your fortune or misfortune. Now, that's a whole belief system that we have in our minds that it's fate and it's your destiny, right? Because that's something that we have to break out of. Listen, this is not me questioning your religious beliefs. It's not me questioning what you believe about God or not. This is about me telling you, based on feelings, if feelings has the strong connection to what you attract, then is it really does predestination really work? Think about it, right? Because when you start making this connection, you have to question if feelings has such a big impact and my thoughts has such a huge impact on what I create, then is my life really predestined to be whatever it's predestined to be? It is fate? Or is it my understanding of how my feelings and my thoughts work? Because my predestination will be connected somehow to the value that I place on myself above your value. So if I can live this and do this, and you can't, then my value is higher. So therefore, listen to me. I'm the man. I'm the father. I'm the leader. You lead because I'm the one. See, that's the difference. If predestination and fate existed, then it's based on egos. It is based on value. But in this society, in this life, we are all valued the same. Why should I be predestined to heart disease and cancer and stuff, and you don't? That's not fair. But maybe I could change the way I feel and think. If I can change the way I feel and think, if I can grow up in a whole different home from someone who was sick, that I never thought about being sick, I never saw it, maybe I have a chance. If I grew up in the same home as them and I see them suffer, I myself begin to suffer. I myself begin to feel sorry. I myself begin to feel maybe it's my turn coming next. And therefore, I'm the one who's suffering 10 years from now, thinking that, well, it runs in my family because I'm seeing it. We never thought about, do I feel like I already have it? Do I feel when my mom says she's sick, do I feel her pain? It's not feeling people's stuff. Do I feel what she feels? Stop feeling it. You don't have to feel it to have compassion. You don't have to try to feel what they are feeling to have compassion. Do I feel like you don't have to? And I know it's a thin line between compassion and taking the feeling, but when you take on that feeling, you are painting your own destiny too.
Those are some deep words, Kirk.
It really is. It really is.
I mean,
That's
I
why
know
we're
it,
here.
I know what you're saying because I lived with, I mean, as a child, my mom had bipolar and watching that shit and watching her just lay in bed for days and days. And I've realized that sitting thy ass down was my fear because I would end up like that. So I didn't sit my ass down.
Mhm.
And instead, I created a different reality, not necessarily one that was good.
Yeah.
But now that I understand sitting my ass down, there's not fear in that. That was hers. This is mine.
Mhm. Indeed. 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 Your subconscious impressions determine the condition of your world. Just don't have to something to be grateful for. Exactly, or exactly. Page 13, your subconscious impressions determine the conditions of your world. The subconscious is not selective. The subconscious is not selective. It is impersonal and no respecter of persons. The subconscious is not concerned with the truth or the falsity of your feelings. It is not, it's not concerned with the truth or the lie in how you feel. So when those feelings come back from trauma, if you feel it, the subconscious mind creates something else to bring that feeling back based on that feeling. Even though it might be a lie because nothing is happening. But if you feel it, if you keep feeling it, it continues to create based on that feeling. So it's not concerned about right now you are pregnant with a baby, but I am not pregnant. It's not true because right now you feel pregnant, but you say in your mouth you're not pregnant. It doesn't make you any less pregnant. Right? It's only concerned about the feeling. I don't care what you want. I don't care what motive you're at. The feeling is what they're concerned about. Okay. It's not a respect of a person. The subconscious is not concerned with the truth or positivity of your feelings. It always accepts as true that which you feel to be true. It always accepts, I'm not ugly. Stop calling me ugly, but you feel ugly. Therefore, it's true. Therefore, you'll be insecure. Therefore, you would hide yourself. Therefore, you will have this and have that. Because you say with your mouth, I am not ugly. When somebody called you ugly, I'm not ugly, but you feel there's some type of feeling. So you begin to hide and cover. It's true. It's really true. It's really factual. So the subconscious mind is only messing with your truth. It accepts. It always accepts as true that which you feel to be true. Feeling is the essence of the subconscious mind, of the subconscious, to be the truth of which that is declared to be true. Because of this quality of subconscious, there is nothing impossible to a man. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and feel as true, the subconscious can and must objectify. Your feelings create the pattern from which your world is fashioned. And a change of feelings is a change of patterns. The subconscious mind never fails to express that which has been impressed upon it. The moment it receives an impression, it begins to work out. It begins to work out the way of its expression. It accepts the feeling impressed upon it, your feeling, as a fact existing within itself, and immediately sets about to produce in the outer or objective world the exact likeness of that feeling. The subconscious never alters the accepted belief of a man. It outpictures them to the last detail, whether or not they are beneficial. Let's go to page 14. Page 14 says, the subconscious is the womb of creation. It receives the idea unto itself through the feeling of a man. It never changes the idea received, but always give it form. Hence, the subconscious outpictures the idea of the image and likeness of the feeling received. To feel a state as hopeless or impossible is to impress the subconscious with the idea of failure. Although the subconscious faithfully serves man, it must not be inferred that the relation is that of a servant to a master, as was anciently conceived. The ancient prophets called it the slave and the servant of man. Paul, see, this is where the scriptures come in, and when you understand the correlation between the scriptures and the mystery of the scriptures, St. Paul personified it as a woman and said the woman should be subject to a man in everything. The subconscious does serve man and faithfully give form to his feelings. The woman does serve man and faithfully give form to his feelings. However, the subconscious has a distinct distaste for compulsion and responds to persuasion rather than to command. You can tell it, stop. No, it doesn't help. Consequently, it resembles the beloved wife more than the servant. As a matter of fact, we're almost done. 5 more minutes. The husband is the head of the wife. Let's break it down into scripture terms. The husband is the head of the wife. Ephesians chapter 5 may not be true of man and woman in their earthly relationship, but it is true of the conscious and the subconscious, or the male and female aspects of consciousness. The mystery to which Paul referred when he wrote, "This is the great mystery. He that loveth his wife loveth himself, and they two shall be one flesh. It's simply the mystery of consciousness. Consciousness is really one and undivided, but for creation's sakes, it appears to be divided into two. Now, this is why I like these small groups, because when you listen to this stuff, so you questioning my faith? No, this is not about your faith. This is not about your religion. It's not about your belief. It's not about what your church. This is a whole different section, a different perception, a different reality. This is why Paul called it a damn mystery. A husband and wife is not a mystery. We see it every day. It's not a mystery. But why did he call it a mystery? Because the ancient days, the subconscious mind was the woman. And the conscious mind is the one who gives the woman the idea or the seed. The woman brings it to a reality. That is all that it has been over all these years. I want you this week to see, again, your reality. See the woman part. Stop saying that you are not feminine. Be feminine this week. Be feminine. Be feminine. Receive. But first, you must have the love of the husband, the man. See, when you love your husband, you trust him, whatever comes to the mind, whatever is impressed on it, you do it. I want you to trust your thoughts. Get to a space where you understand your thoughts and your feelings. I want you to understand. Be one with your husband. Remember, if the masculine and feminine within you are in fight, if the masculine energy and the feminine energy within you is fighting for power, you will create a toxic environment. You always do. If the masculine, if the woman in you is fighting for dominance than the man in you, or the man in you is fighting for dominance over the woman in you, you're going to always create a toxic household. Your kids are going to see it. That means your creation will be interfered with. They will be messed up. I want you to become one with your counterpart. Trust that man and love that man. Love that woman. Submit to that man. That thoughts. Submit to your mind. But first, you must teach your mind, hey, relax, chill out, sit your ass down. Release from the ego. Because when it comes from the ego, if you're going to bring it into a reality based on the feeling, if it comes from that ego, if I tell my wife, hey, I don't like when you do this, just based on my ego, my wife is now feeling insecure, feeling that, and then what she creates is not based on love, it's based on resentment. It's based on anxiety. It's based on rejection. So therefore, when she creates that based on rejection, this is terrible. You got
That
to be
is
one
so
with your
true.
man. Yeah, it really is.
I'm
It really is.
thinking of 3 ex-husbands. Everything that you're saying. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Whew.
So this week, learn to love that man. Submit to that man. That means that man within you, teach him how to mean what he says and say what he means. Teach him to learn to be silent. Teach him how to sit still and gain control, self-control. Teach that man. You got to teach that man. Teach him how to sit still and just remove that ego from that man. Woman, believe it or not, you have a huge ego too. Not just men. It's just yours is experienced differently. Just like how, the feminine and masculine is expressed differently. You think that you're not feminine all these years, and then you realize you are so feminine that you create the masculine crap that you are experiencing in your mind and in your body. You are creating it. The feminine creates. You have been creating all this life. Your feminine has always been powerful. It's just that they are fighting for power. So when you fight for power, you create, your creation is trash. You have been feminine so long. And your feminine energy has been so powerful for all these years. But the way how you saw it, you rejected it because it didn't look like this or look like that. Because somebody told you that it's supposed to look this way or look. What if somebody tell you, Lynn, you're supposed to look this way? And when Lynn don't look this way, Lynn realize I'm insecure now. because if that's the way I'm supposed to look, let me hide myself. You know, and then when you're feminine, when you beating your feminine up telling you that's not how I'm supposed to be, now your feminine says, shit, not good enough. So let me just create a bunch of crap to display what I believe or how I feel about me on the inside. The feminine creates, the masculine cannot create. So all your creation, look at your life, look at your happiness, look at your joy, look at your body, look at your health, look at your finances. The feminine, my feminine creates I'm strong in my feminine. I have to be. My feminine is very strong. It's very strong. Because
Yeah,
I
you told
learned
us that you
Huh?
told us that you got your period too. Menstrual cramps. Menstrual cramps.
Lord, don't say that too loud.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
God.
my feminine is very powerful. And you know why? Because I don't fight it. I don't fight my feminine. I just don't consider, when I'm washing my dishes here because my wife is at work and I'm washing my dishes and cleaning up and cooking, you think I feel feminine? That's not a feeling. I'm acceptable. This is my life. I'm an adult. I'm doing what I have to do. Because if I don't do it and I depend on the feminine to do it, then you look at the feminine in a wrong way. You give it too much, like too much false expectations. So your homework this week is to be one with the man within you. Be one with the woman within you. And join forces with that man within you so you can be okay. Stop judging the man. But in not judging that man, you have to learn to let that man lead you. But you have to trust that man. See, that's where trust comes in. You have to trust. That means you have to program yourself how to entertain thoughts. Which one should I entertain and which one should I let go? You have to. Because a man he wants this, he wants that, he wants to start his business, he wants that, but then he has no discipline. So then he just get broke, he stay broke, he stay insecure, he stay angry because he has no discipline. You have to give that man, but you have to learn and teach that man, listen, it's okay to think this, but that's not what we want. It's okay to think this, but it's not what we want to create, is it? Well, you're right. When I tell my wife, baby, I want a car, she said, you sure? Because we don't need a car. Because you're right, you're right, you're right. All right. What should we get? We've come together. The subconscious and the conscious must come together. If the conscious mind and the subconscious mind comes together, everything that you want in this life must happen. I don't care about what you believe in, who you believe in, how you believe in it. It doesn't matter. If the conscious mind and the subconscious mind comes into alignment, if a husband and a wife has this beautiful relationship, you see how it flows? The marriage, the home, the oneness, it flows easily. If the conscious and the subconscious mind comes together, everything the conscious mind brings about, the subconscious mind says, I trust you. Here you go. It's not from your ego. It's not from your lack. It's not from misunderstanding or control. Here you go. I give you whatever you want. And a woman, be honest. If you know your man loves you to death, and your man, you are his all, he wants the best for you and always. If you know that your man has your back 100%, he's not on there with anyone else. He don't want. Let me ask you a question. When he suggests something or asks for something, how likely are you to say yes?
1,000 times.
Very likely. Very likely.
Yeah.
Because it's trust. It's trust. It's built on trust, understanding, and respect. And when that's built up, when you learn to trust your own thoughts, how many of us don't trust our own thoughts? A lot of us don't. Our own feelings, a lot of us don't. When you learn to trust those things, subconscious mind begin to create a beautiful life. Yes, Lynn?
So are you saying that the mind is the male and the intuition is the female? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the conscious mind is the man. The conscious mind is when you say, I don't want candy. I don't want cookies today. I want to go walking today. That's a conscious, you are consciously making a decision, consciously. The subconscious is what already being programmed within you. So when the conscious mind says, I want to lose weight, That's a decision I'm making consciously. The subconscious mind has all the feelings, experiences, and past situations. And it has those feelings. And the subconscious mind says, but no, we're not going to lose weight. It must be, I ain't going to lose weight because it's a lie. You see, like when I tell you to think about, I am wealthy, and a part of your mind says, no, you're not, because of the impressions and thoughts and feelings from past program. That's the subconscious mind. It controls the way how you live. So when it's time to lose weight, it becomes very hard because it's not matching the conscious decision. I want to lose weight, or I want to stop smoking. Consciously, I need it. I mean, subconsciously, but I need it to think. But I need it when I'm stressed. But after I eat, is what I usually do it. So I have learned how to impregnate the subconscious mind by my constant doings. So when now I want to stop smoking, my subconscious mind says, nope, we're not going to do that.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let's go from
where does-
6 packs a day. Huh?
Where
Go
does the intuition go? Where is the intuition? Where does that play?
That's a whole different part. Your
Okay.
intuition is a whole different part. The intuition now is when you see, like earlier we were talking about when you give the mind a direct. If I say I want to lose weight, is when I feel it that like it's already done. See it like it's already done.
Okay.
So when I see that as it's already done, since I have never seen it before, now I can trust my eyes or my smell because that's programmed for the whole experiences. Now my intuition, since I've seen it and I've done it, it creates a map within me to get there. Now I have to depend on that trust. So that's the different part. So that's the intuition part. Something don't feel right, go left, go right. Nope, I don't feel right. So this is the difference.
Okay.
The intuition comes stronger. You see, like how to say a woman's intuition is always right. You see how you align the woman with the feminine and the intuition with the feminine too? Because once you begin to create, once you're given the idea or the thought, a woman, once you're given the seed, the woman could create. But now she's basing that creation on intuition. That's why it's so powerful. Because to create, you have never done it before. So you can't use your sight or your ears. You can only use the intuition.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So that's the difference.
What about
Mhm.
when, let's say, when there's this like creation of like the example of impregnation, and then the subconscious terminates it somehow, like the baby is aborted. Example, like I want to lose weight, or let's say I want to have like a more beautiful body or firmer body, etc. So you start the process, everything goes well, you're almost there, and then everything falls down. This is what I
Because
meant.
Yep, I know exactly what you mean. Because the idea that I am fat, 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 maybe I'm supposed to be fat, that is powerful. Remember, that's been there for many years. Compared to that idea, I want to lose weight for 5 minutes. I want to lose weight is not a feeling. I want to lose weight. Remember before, I want to lose weight is just words saying I want a cheesecake, but you don't feel. Do you feel that? I want to be a millionaire. Do you feel? But I am a millionaire. It's a different feeling. So I want to lose weight is a distant phenomenon. It's a distance, so it's not strong enough. But the program has been there for all these years, thinking and feeling that you are fat, thinking and feeling disgusting, thinking and I hate my body. That's a very strong impression. So now I want to lose weight will be drawn out by that strong subconscious that's been there for all this time, that strong program. So this is why when you say I am losing weight, you have to live as such, begin to react and do as such, because that becomes to give the subconscious mind a whole different program. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
Yes, Tamisha, I see your hand.
So I had just been working on that in the last few months, like say about maybe January, I wanted to lose weight, but I think I was gaining weight. The more I thought about it, I was gaining weight. But then these last 2 or 3 months, I've been thinking about eating healthier, like these foods make me feel bad, being aware of how sweets and milk and different things that I'm eating make me feel. And I started thinking how delicious these healthy foods are. This fruit is so good, started changing my mindset with that. And then I started working out more and thinking how great I feel after working out. I don't know, something about the mindset, even Thanksgiving, having all the food around me, changing my mindset about it made it easier. But I say that to say, like, in the last 2 months, I've been trying to lose weight for all year. The last 2 months, I've lost 20 pounds just because of changing my mindset. And like when I'm being silent, thinking about how I look, even though I'm not there yet, but really thinking about and feeling how I look and feeling good, and with all the changes of how I'm eating and how I'm being more active and things like that. It's all just coming together, and it's easy, even though
It's
it's
easy.
been so hard all these other months. So
Yeah. And because it's coming from two places. One is coming from your willpower, and one is coming from your subconscious. Understand this. Willpower says, I want to stop smoking, right? I want to stop smoking. So I want to, right? So that's the I want to. I'm not there. I want to. My willpower now is like, if I smell it, if I smell somebody smoking, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. When you recondition the subconscious mind by experiencing it like it's already done, it creates a new program. The program now says, I'm no longer a smoker. So my temptation is different. It's not coming from your willpower. It's coming from a whole new program, which is your subconscious mind. Remember, your subconscious mind is how you live 95% of your day. So if I can reprogram that subconscious, I don't have to suffer with my willpower being tempted. So, Jamisha, when you begin to see it differently and feel different about it, you begin to impress the subconscious mind. And now it's a natural reaction. It's like you walking. You can't force yourself to walk the way how you walk. It comes naturally. It's all in the program. The way how you smile, it's based on the program. The way how you chew your food with your mouth open is based on the program. The way how you pick your nose is based on the program. It's just the program. So now that you have convinced the woman, all you're doing is giving birth to what you convinced her of. You tell a woman she's beautiful, she feels beautiful. She will make up herself to be beautiful. I'm telling you, the woman is powerful. The woman is the creator of life. The woman is the power. Man is just the man. The power of a man comes from the way how she trusts that man. It's a different thing. They have two different jobs, two different functioning. It's just society is teaching us that a man should be like this, and a woman should be like a woman. A man, you can't. It doesn't make sense. They have two different functions. See, the woman's idea don't come from herself. Now I know it sounds bad. It sounds terrible, don't it? It sounds really weird to say that. The woman's job, the subconscious job, let me say subconscious, because I don't want you all to think I'm being sexist. It comes from somewhere else. It comes from the man. It's the man ability. It's the masculine ability. That's his power to give you the suggestion. And you say, oh, damn, I love this idea. I have never thought about it before. And then you create it. And then that makes your life better. We have two different functions. When you don't know how to balance those functions, you suffer. When you can't balance those functions, you suffer. When you're only doing the male part by suggestion, you suffer. The feminine is like, let me just create this toxic environment. And then if you can't create, have you ever met a man? Be honest. Have you ever met a man who wants to do all these things, but ain't doing shit about it?
yes.
I know you all have.
Oh,
I know
yes.
you all have. Yeah. You have met men who every day I want to start this business. I want having all these ideas. But when it's time to create, his feminine side is blocked. It's blocked. It's gone. None. It no longer exists. Even there is there, but he's not connected to it consciously. It's the difference. This is within all of us. So if your masculine and feminine is connected, your creation of your life will be blissful. It will be abundant. But if they remember, man and woman is a form of creation. Two together create. You cannot create without me. I can't create without you. It's impossible. Let's see it that way again. Let's stop this blockage when it comes to I don't need a woman. I don't need a man. Let's cut that shit out. Let's cut it out. It doesn't work. We need this. Without this togetherness, it doesn't work. I'm not one of those people on here that tells you all this toxic stuff. I tell you how to bring back together yourself. It's all about you. There's nothing else outside of you. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's always been about you. It's just you alone. It's just that somebody suggested something to you, and now somebody suggested something by touching you in a way that you wasn't supposed to be touched. Somebody suggested something to you to make you feel a certain way, and now the life that you create is matching that feeling. Somebody suggested you that you wasn't beautiful. They suggested to you that you wasn't good enough. They suggested to you by their feelings and their actions. And when they suggested it to you, you took it. And when you took it, the life that you create, but I'm a good woman, but I create this dysfunction. Why? Because the feeling is more stronger. Then you're conscious, I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman is conscious, I am a good woman. I know I'm conscious of it, but the feelings is not matching. That's why my creation is lopsided.
But you know
Does
what?
that make sense?
When you, it makes much more sense when you give an example of a man. Like a man who's not like who's supposed to do some work and not doing it. And it's usually like dudes who are erratic because they don't have basically a wife. Because they really are disconnected from their feminine side. And for women, I really don't know. For the other ladies, maybe they can agree or disagree with me, but I believe that for women, I think it's worse because when we are disconnected from that feminine side or not navigating with it correctly, it also impacts our health, our hormones. It's much worse for us than for dudes. For dudes, they're gonna mess up their life. That's it. But for the women, it's our life and our health at the same time.
Yeah.
Thank you
Absolutely.
so much. It makes so much sense now. Okay.
That womb space is, that's why doctors are saying diseases start in the gut, in that space of creation. You see how everything begin to make sense when you get more information or different information, and it just makes sense differently. It just makes different sense. We have been taught things that wasn't true, and many of us are stuck in those things. And when new truth has come, we reject it, because to accept this new truth is to dismiss my people who have taught me. It is time that we align. Let's be honest with ourselves, man. What do you want? I asked you this a week ago. What do you want? You have to know what you want. And what you want, all to be expressing what you want, all you have to do is to sit still and feel like it's already done. And you do it again. And you do it again. And you do it again. After a while, I like how there's a part that I wanted to find in this book when it said, I still haven't found it. The last page of this. Wait, page 15 says, it is easier to ascribe your feelings to events in the world than to admit that the conditions of the world reflects your feelings.
Your Google Assistant here.
Jesus.
There's a lot I can help with. Here are a few popular
Google?
actions.
Oh, shoot. I don't know what that was, huh? Hold on. Listen. It says, again, it is easier to ascribe your feelings to the events in the world than to admit that the conditions of the world reflect your feelings. However, it is eternally true that the outside mirrors the inside, as within, so without. A man can receive nothing unless it's given him from heaven, and the kingdom of heaven is within you, according to Mark. I think chapter 5 is what says that, right? Is it Mark 5 that says that? Nothing comes from without. All things come from within, from the subconscious. It is impossible for you to see other than the contents of your consciousness. Your world, in every detail, is your conscious objectified, your consciousness objectified. Objective states bear witness of subconscious impressions. A change of impression result in a change of expression. Man, listen, man. So this week, one of the questions in this book, it says one of the questions that you must ask yourself is if I was already in, if I was already in this reality, how would I feel? If I was already in having what I wanted, how would I feel? And that's the feeling that you must use to want something. That's the feeling that you must use to desire. When you desire without having, you just outside of yourself trying to create something outside of you. But everything happens inside of you. Everything is created inside of you. It is birthed inside of you. And you give birth from the inside out. Nothing can be birthed outside of you. Yes, Aquafina, my dear. How are you doing? Long time to see. I've been missing you, and you being this. You are muted though. You can unmute yourself. Uh-oh. Did I send you something how to unmute yourself? I think. Okay, there you go.
I am so sorry. I have missed so many classes. My question is, well, I was out of town. I was in Jamaica,
Okay.
and when I came back, I got sick. So then it's been a transition. But
Okay.
I want to know, are you reading a different book?
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the new book?
So this book is called Feeling is the Secret. Feeling is the Secret. Yeah. Take a screenshot if you like. And it's by Neville Goddard.
Okay, I got it.
You got it? Yes, so that's the book that we are reading.
Thank you, Kirk. I just want yeah, it's been 2 hours, so yeah, thank you so much for helping us. It's been 2 hours. So.
It's been 2 hours, Lord. So listen.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Let's work on this week. What am I give me a second. Okay, yeah, let's work on it this week as we put our 2 men and women within us, be intentional, trust the man by learning how to, make sure that he is disciplined. Only speak that which is true. Only speak that which is true. That's it. That's how you trust the man. Only speak that which is true, not what you assume, not what you don't want, not what only. If you begin to only speak the truth, you will see you submit to yourself even strongly. The problem is you don't trust your thoughts and your feelings. So that's why. Okay. You all have a blessed day. And we've talking for a long time, 2 hours.
You too.
So,
thank you.
You're welcome. Let's meet next week and let's be ready. All right.
Thank you, Kurt. Have a great
No
day.
problem.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
Bye, everyone.